The Bulls shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. No good on that one. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Pau Gasol, he's checked in for Shaq. Worthy comes in for Abdul-Jabbar. Baylor, he's checked in for Bryant. And it's Goodrich in for West. And stolen by Jordan. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way, and the dunk by Jordan.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Kept alive, Gasol. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Jordan kicks to Rodman. That shot misses. Worthy with the defensive effort. Here's Wilkes. Plays it up and banks it in. Wilkes has got his second basket of the night.
Well, this is what he likes to do. Try to break your spirit.
I think he's trying to put this one away, quite honestly. I mean, feels like he can lay it up against any type of defense, and he can. Great job getting to the right spot on the court. Beautiful passing all the way around.
Gasol, a screen on Pippen. Back to Baylor. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here. So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Six to shoot. There's the screen. Feeds to Goodrich. From about 19 feet. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
And since they've come out of halftime, they've been extremely poised and very efficient.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, certainly a step up from the first half. They're more engaged, more focused here in this second half, and they're getting good results.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
Down low, Gasol with the steal. 3-on-3. Stolen away. Grant dishes to Sloan.
2 shots, gentlemen. 2.
And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Lakers.
They really haven't backed away from running and gunning at any point, but their legs still look fresh.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnovers.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Chamberlain comes in for Baylor, and it's Scott in for Goodrich. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Lakers leading by 20. Wilkes the pass to Scott. Again, Los Angeles.
Timeout.
And they're leaning on the mid-range right now. That's 6 of their last 10 from that area.
Chicago calls timeout.
And when you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately, really unbelievable.
Yeah, a lot of blanks there. Can't hit a thing. Has to be deflating.
Rose, he's checked in for Chicago. A minute 20 left to play in the third. Outside, Kukoc. Rose kicks to Grant. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. That's good from Worthy on the assist by Scott. Worthy's got his second basket.
Well executed, and then you love the strong finish.
Fantastic speed on the break. Speed kills, showing no mercy in transition there, partner.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
To the middle. Whoops, they pick off the pass. And count it, and a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. There's 42 seconds left in the third. Rose dishes to Dang. Back to Rose. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Butler from outside. The rebound by Worthy.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
And that one, good.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
And so far, going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
Here's Mikan, and Grant sends it back. One-on-one fast break. Here's Butler. Off target at the rim. And so it's Los Angeles, having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Back to the action after this word. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. They've got Noah. Jimmy Butler is out there with Rose. Then it's Dang, and it's Love in at the power forwards position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Butler from outside. The shot will not fall. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Scott kicks to Chamberlain, and it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers.
Absolutely salivates when he attacks the rim.
Rose passes to Love. Chamberlain against Noah. Here's Love. Tries again. Noah's shot is off. The Lakers controlling the game. And the foul on Derrick Rose. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. And we just had one of the closer MVP races in recent memory. Clark, do you define the MVP as a player with the most impressive stats, or the best player on the best team, or somewhere in between?
Kevin, to me, the MVP is an individual award. Clearly, we play a team game in the NBA, and a team's performance is part of that, but it's a small part of it to me. An MVP performance is one that not only has consistent, high-level statistical production, influences winning at a good rate, but also stands out in the magnitude of the moments this player has over the course of the season. Those two things drive the needle for me as an MVP voter if I had such a vote.
Again, Love missing.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Yeah, I like the fact, Greg, that he crowded the shooter there, made him uncomfortable, got into his airspace a bit. It looked like he forced the shot.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's Butler. Rebounded by the Lakers.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
And, you know, that's not easy at all. When guys get this close to the bucket, it's tough to stop the basket.
The tenacity, the attention to detail, it's why these guys are in complete control.
And you know what, Greg? They are crushing it on both ends. I mean, in total control right now.
And that one's good by Noah. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Scott the pass to Wilkes. Outside, Scott. He feeds it to Chamberlain. Fouled in the act of shooting. A three-point play chance coming up.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And Clark, the topic of the need for league parity is something that's come up the last few years. Is that necessary for a healthy NBA?
I don't think so, Kevin. I mean, you can have it both ways. You can have tremendous popularity and success when you have a dominant team or two or three, and you can also have it when there's great competitive balance. Currently, we have a circumstance and situation where the league is top-heavy in terms of championship contenders, but that won't last forever, and there will be a graduating back to a more competitive balance in time. So I think you enjoy the ride for what it is in the season and seasons that you have, whichever side of that coin you have.
Here's Los Angeles now. They're on a 10-2 run here. Scott kicks to Baylor. Gasol against Noah. Lakers passing it around. Ball's knocked loose. Left side Gasol. 5 to shoot. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Noah. Tony Kukoc, he's checked in for Luol Deng. Two on the clock. Long range from the inbound. Chamberlain kicks to Goodrich. The second effort. The basket good off the assist from Chamberlain.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
There's the dish to Love. Gasol with the steal. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Well, Clark, the idea of player loyalty has been a topic the last few years. From your view, do you think players have an obligation to stick with the team that drafted them if they can?
I'd like to see that happen, Kevin. I'm a bit of a traditionalist, and personally I think it's cool to see guys hang with the team that drafted them as long as they can move forward towards their aspirations and goals individually and as a team. I also never begrudge players that after a time decide they'd like to explore a different opportunity with a different team for whatever the reasons might be that drive that. But traditionally and personally, I like to see players be one-team players if all of the circumstances that lend itself to that being productive are in place.
And the shot goes down.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Scott dishes to Goodrich.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Looked to me like just a frustration foul. It really kind of sums up the game they're having in general.
Los Angeles making a switch here. 1:31 left in the fourth quarter. Scott kicks to Goodrich. Shot clock at 5. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Tries it from the top of the key, and it's Goodrich missing.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Agree with you there, partner, because that screen really freed him up nicely, and that's a shot that if you're a pro, you need to make that one.
Pass to Wilkes. Chamberlain against Noah. And he knocks down the first one. Chamberlain hits them both. Now Armstrong. And Sloan kicks to Grant. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
2 shots, gentlemen. 2.
That one is off. And he's good on the second.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
Goodrich kicks to Scott. Here's Gasol. Here's Chamberlain. Kukoc with the steal. Here's the break. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Byron Scott picks one up.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
At the line for 2. No good on the free throw. And he ends up missing both free throws. And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 14-5 run. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Gasol with the steal. Now here's Goodrich. That's good from Goodrich. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Here's Sloan. Grant, right side. Noah with it. Here's Sloan. Off target. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.